Welcome back into the Sports Source. This segment brought to you by Games and Things, and today is the last day of the Games and Things spring clearance sale, folks. All kinds of deals from East Tennessee's best selection of pool tables, best selection of home theater seats, best selection of kitchen and bar stools, best selection of, well, you get the idea. And they've got everything down there, from dart boards to darts, from card tables to card chairs to go with the card tables. Pool tables, pool cues. They got the big stuff, they got the little stuff, they got it all. Get down to Games and Things today. The sale ends today. Spring clearance sale. And folks, life should be fun, and these folks make it fun. Get down to Games and Things. All right. In this segment, well, let's go ahead and show you the results of the poll. There we go. We didn't give you a long time to vote, and it just flipped even as we went there. So Joe got a little love. He ticked from 6 to 7 there, I think, as we flipped to it. But 51% say, yeah, they'll take him as a project. 42% say, nope, I've said enough. And 7% of you said, with that arm, heck yeah, put him on my NFL team.
Heck yeah doesn't mean immediate starter. Like, it's just on the team, you know?
Yeah, I wouldn't want him on my team, though. No, I hope he does well. I hope he winds up on a team. I don't want him on my team because I don't think he has the processing speed. But at any rate, let's talk about that. Maybe I'm wrong. We have the strengths and weaknesses, and I'm going to read them to you, so if you can't read the graphic, I understand. And then, Chuck, here's what I want to do. And, Chuck, you can be the first to chime in here.
Okay.
But as I read these, if anybody sees anything that stands out to them that you agree with or disagree or is an understatement or an overstatement, just jump right in. Here's what it says about Joe Milton. This is NFL.com. This is their scouts. Elite size and arm strength are both well beyond positional norms. These are the strengths, obviously. Throws blazing heat to beat coverage into tight windows. Delivers long off-platform throws with the flick of a wrist.
Florida.
Will stand his ground and take punishing hits to make the throw. Able to keep his eyes downfield while deftly sliding around pocket pressure. I don't know about that one.
That was like a big weakness to me, rolling out outside the pocket.
We all kind
Thumbs
of
down on
we
that
all
one.
in on that one. All right. Posted 32 touchdowns against just 5 interceptions over 3 seasons in Tennessee. There's no arguing that. That's legit. Next, strong against potential sacks and escapes the pocket to extend the play. Not as often as I would like.
No, sometimes didn't see the rush on the backside.
Right.
But he does have some escapability.
Yeah, it's just not a consistent like you'd see in some of these guys.
Not like Hendon Hooker.
Right, right. Josh, you're being quiet, so you agree with me.
Yeah, on the run, I think getting out of there and still being able to extend the play. When Nico came in, that was one of the talked about positives is, hey, that's going to improve from a senior to a freshman.
And we don't need to put the graphic back up. You guys read it, and you can just listen to me talk about it. Weaknesses. Disturbing lack of placement and timing as a deep ball passer. Kind of counteracts that whole strong arm thing.
Yeah, and
a
the tight
disturbing
window.
lack of placement.
Yeah, the tight window thing.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
He gets into the tight windows.
I'm about to fell out of my chair.
He waits until it's tight before he throws.
Completed just 38% of his throws beyond 10 yards.
Wow.
And less than 20 on those that went 80 yards. Right. Or went more than 20. Struggles with anticipatory throws, running receivers into collisions.
Ooh.
Telegraphs throws between the hashes, giving safeties an easy jump on the ball, which we talked about last week. You noticed they were throwing over the middle more in the spring game.
And that's reluctant to do so in games.
Yeah, Josh Heupel noticed that weakness with the play call last year.
Desires to throw the ball through receivers rather than deliver with touch.
Check.
Yeah, I think that's a funny way of putting it, though. He wants to throw the ball through the receiver. Inconsistent tying his feet to eyes and squaring to his targets. Inconsistent tying his feet to eyes and squaring to his targets.
That's something that Matt Sims brought up, that sometimes when he gets out of the pocket, it's like his arm, because it's so strong, is disconnected from the rest of his body, which leads to some accuracy.
Chris Sims or Matt Sims?
Matt Sims. He's an analyst now. Yeah.
Frequently forces moving targets to break stride to make the catch.
Yep.
Yeah. I think those are all things we've talked about that hopefully will change with Nico taking over. Makes it sound like he's a terrible quarterback. He's not a terrible quarterback. I think last year's record tells you exactly he's an 8-4 quarterback. And I think it's interesting. You know, I follow my pro team, and to listen to fans in other areas say, "What about this guy? He's got a big arm. Let's go get him." It's funny to think about. You know, you just want to say, look at the system with Hendon Hooker, and then look at the system with Joe Milton.
Right.
that tells you the difference.
One of the big differences there wasn't it processing what's in front of you and then being able to deliver an accurate ball.
Yeah.
I mean, those two things to me right there are the big red flags for.
Hope I'm
Milton.
wrong, though. Hope I'm wrong. Hope he tears it up. I mean, it seemed that he waited his time. By all accounts, he was a pretty good teammate over there. So, hope I'm completely wrong. Hope he does well.
Having that position succeed in the NFL under Josh
Oh,
Heupel, whether it's
yeah,
Hooker or Milton,
yeah.
would do wonders.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, and it's one of the
Yeah.
problems with Hooker being hurt last year is it's a delay. You want to put that myth to bed that he can't prepare guys for the NFL.
Yeah, the system.
And yeah,
Or it's a system.
And
Yes.
golf also had a really good year.
yes,
And he's
so when
now
Hooker-
probably
so-
going to get a new deal, so
Yeah.
it may be a while
Yeah.
before he
And then
sees
wasn't
it.
there the statement from Milton that he wasn't a huge fan of the up-tempo, the type of
yeah,
offense
he
it was?
likes it better a little
Yeah.
slow.
Right.
All right, when we come back, let's do some prognosticating, and we'll do it with straight faces somehow. We'll tell you exactly where Joe Milton and Jalen Wright, when they will be drafted, and also by what teams. Yes, that's right. It's going to be highly accurate. Come on back on the Sports Source.